Hey, my name is Jebb Graff. I am a commercial photographer based near Raleigh, North Carolina. I specialize in brand portraits, brand libraries, and motion pieces that help tell your brand's story and promote it. So I am here today because I wanted to share with you a little bit about how to embed a 17 Hats online schedule into your own website. It's really simple, and whether you're using a framework like WordPress or Squarespace or Wix or some other content management system, it works the same across the board in concept, not in exact steps. So some of the steps that I do on my screen share aren't going to look exactly like they will for yours. So let's get this started. I'm going to go over here to the back end of my website. I am a WordPress user, and I specifically in WordPress am a user of the Divi themes. So if you're not familiar with that, ignore it and just pretend that you are looking at the back end of your own website. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on Add New under Pages because I want to make a new page. So think that way for your own website. You're making a new page. We're going to give it a title. Let's call this one 17 Hats Online Schedule Sample. I'm a slow typer. I'm going to leave this part blank for now, but we'll come back to it. So what I'm going to do next is head over to my 17 Hats admin area. Look at that, blank to-do list. Not really. That's just listed somewhere else. Anyway, so to get to your online schedule, if you have forgotten, you're going to go up here to this cog icon in the upper right-hand portion of the screen and click on Account Settings. Then you're going to click on Online Scheduling once you get to the Account Settings page. From here, you're going to see all your services, and then you click on the Availability tab to see your actual online schedules. You probably already know that, but just in case, there you go. So from here, you're going to choose the one that you want to make your custom page for. I'm going to choose this Studio Headshot Session Availability. I'm going to go over here and click Edit. And under the Public Link and Embed Script header, you're going to choose Embed. Now, 17 Hats has very kindly put these options on here. You can hide your service descriptions. That is, let's say you want to just put them as the custom part of your page, or you want to hide them for some reason. I'm going to leave mine up. And you can choose a transparent background for your online scheduling page for your iframe. That would be useful if maybe you have like a nice green background and you want that to show through. I, on the other hand, use a white background on my website, so I'm just going to leave it how it is. If you did tick one of those options, it doesn't give you anything extra you have to do. It just updates the iframe code down here. So when you're ready and you have it configured how you want, you just click Copy, and you'll get that notice that everything has been successfully copied to your clipboard, and you'll go back to that new page that you started. So if you're on WordPress or anywhere else, you don't want to paste that code into the visual or what you see as what you get page editor. You want to go to text or somewhere that you can paste HTML. So I'm just going to Command V on Mac to paste it. That's Control V on PC, or use the edit menu and paste. So now if we switch back to the visual preview, we see that it's there, but it looks like it's there in the mobile format. That's fine. These WordPress previews are never exactly what you're going to get on the published side on the front end. And in fact, 17 Hats has made this so this iframe fills its container. So let's just look at that. If I click Preview, this is what that page is looking like currently. So you see that it is now spread out. It no longer looks like the mobile version. All right, so this is cool. This is not much different than what you're getting if you're using the 17 Hats hosted version. So this is where we want to get into the page customization part. Again, I'll keep saying this over and over. This is going to be different. Excuse me. This is going to be different depending on what kind of website backend you're using. So I'm just going to go here and put in we'll pretend that all this garbage is really fantastic marketing sales copy. Really drawing them in here. And under that, I am going to add an image. Obviously, I'm doing things real quick and dirty here, but let's just choose a headshot for this page to represent headshots. I'm not going to get into the weeds of styling all of this. That's something you can either work with your web designer on, or if you do it yourself, you know how to format stuff the way you like it. So let's go ahead and click preview. And it's loading. Okay, so now we see our fantastic marketing copy and our fantastic picture showing off that this is scheduling for studio headshot session. I can take it a step farther. I never really learned that one. And I'm going to get rid of all this, and I'm going to use the Divi Builder. So the Divi Builder is the theme that I'm using for my WordPress site, but I think this will be a little closer to maybe what you're used to. Even if you're not using Divi, you might be using another kind of framework builder, or you might be on Squarespace or Wix or something like that that uses more of a what you see is what you get kind of building situation. So I'll click on Start Building, and I'm going to add my first row is going to be my schedule so that I know it's in there and safe. Now for Divi, I can either choose this code module or I could go down and choose text. Both are fine for putting this iframe in there. I'll go ahead and use the code one. I'm gonna paste it in here and click OK. It's in there. It's safe. Now I can build all of my customization around this, knowing that it's going to fill that container. So I'll add another row. There were 2 service options, so I'm going to put 2 columns, and let's just do an image. And this is for headshots, so we'll use that same headshot image. Great. Now I'm going to put some copy under it. So let's get a text block and see again, I can choose HTML or what you see is what you get, and put some more of that really good marketing copy. And click OK for that. Now this whole row is under my schedule. I want to put it above it. So I'm just dragging it up there. And we'll make this quick like everything else and just copy these. I'll at least change the image for you. How about that? Okay, now if I click preview and let it load, we're going to see the 2 columns, my fantastic marketing copy, my images, my scheduling. Go down here, go through the whole process, enter my card information, all that stuff, all the normal stuff that happens with the scheduling. So one thing that I've seen come up in these conversations about getting online schedules onto your own web page is people don't want them to show up in their main navigation. Well, that's just something that you can set on your own website. You don't have to put a new page in your main navigation. You shouldn't have to put it in your main navigation. If you do, you might want to consider switching your website provider. But the point being that once I publish this URL right here is not going to show up in my menu. So I would use this URL to send to a client or lead or whomever needs this particular schedule to be sent to them. People have also mentioned, okay, that's great, but I have a private page, meaning that while this is hidden, it's not fully private. So you can even in WordPress, you can set up a password protected page. I don't know about other builders, but a lot of people use WordPress. It's really common. So it's worth just mentioning here that over here on this visibility public part, you click edit, choose password protected, enter a password that you want your leads or clients to use. I don't know how you would get it to them, but whatever. That's not for me to decide. So I've chosen the password 17 hats. Click OK. I'm now going to update this. And once it finishes saving, we'll preview it in an incognito browser. Because since I'm already logged in, it's going to let me see the page if I just click on it. So let's open it in an incognito window. And we see that URL goes to a password protected page. So nobody else would be able to get to that schedule unless they had the password. Just enter 17 hats, submit, and there is our online schedule for booking a studio headshot session that has been privatized. So that's about it. If you have any questions, I am happy to help if I can help. And if I can't, I'll try to help point you in the right direction. But I think this is all, doesn't take a huge technical mind, takes an extra couple of minutes. Yes, this recording's like 12 minutes, but obviously if I were just working by myself, I would have copy, pasted, customized my page and been done. So that's about it. I hope you have a great rest of your week, year, life. Talk to you soon.